back again with another video. If you guys already saw the title, you guys know what this video is about, plus you guys can hear the music. So I was tempted of doing this video for two reasons, because one, I didn't know what to post today, and two, I got this idea yesterday because I did a live yesterday, and I was talking a bit about how before, or a time ago, I did a paranormal story kind of video. So I said, well, let's do this. So basically, mainly I'm going to be talking about things that have happened in this house I am living currently right now. So yeah, let's just get started. So these stories happened in this house, and I've been living in this house for 14 years. This house was, what's it called? I mean, no one lived here before we did. We are the first owners of this house. So there's no like paranormal death stuff that happened beforehand. So, given a little bit more backstory, we, like my family in general, that including my mom's side and my dad's side, always have had some type of paranormal things happen. Always. My dad is more like in touch in a way with the paranormal stuff, because when he was little he almost died. Like literally the doctors told my grandmother that he was not going to make it, and miraculously made a recovery. So I feel like that in a way contributes to the fact that he's more sensitive when it comes to those type of topics, you know, like not emotionally sensitive, just like, you know, he's more in touch with it, I guess. We've noticed that every time we go to a funeral, something tends to happen. And it's not us, but every time my dad goes. Because my parents, like my mother, my brother, and I, we've gone to funerals on our own. Very, very little, like one or two probably, with my grandmother and stuff like that. And nothing has happened. But the times we went with my father, stuff happens in the house. For example, one thing that happened one time that actually freaked me out in the morning, because at night I thought it was like, it wasn't anything paranormal. So it was middle of the night, not even middle of the night, it was like early morning, you know, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning probably. And we came back from a funeral, like at 10 o'clock at night, you know, so I was already in bed by that time. And out of nowhere, I remember waking up to loud music, like they're having a party downstairs, and they just turned the radio all the way up. Like it was loud as heck, like loud, like all the way up, which my dad never had the volume all the way up, first of all. And everything was off downstairs, and I don't know where that happened. So that woke me up because it was so hella loud, and I was like, what the hell, they have a party right now? And then I heard my dad, I believe it was my dad, run. I heard the steps outside, like out of my room, run and go downstairs, and then he shut the music off, I guess. And I didn't know exactly what happened until the morning. I asked my mom, like, what the hell happened? And she explained to me, and I was like, oh fuck, like, really, that happened? I was like, yeah. She said that the screen itself was off, you know, from the TV, but it was like the stereo thing, you know, turned on, and the music, it just went full blast for some reason. And that was one thing. And yeah, we came from a funeral. Another thing that happened, but to my mom, just my mom, we came back from this funeral in Santa Ana, from, I believe, a cousin of hers or something that committed suicide. And I don't know exactly who it was, but I think it was her cousin. And we came back all good and all, you know. And my mom, well, I don't know exactly what she was doing. She just said that she went down and then I guess forgot something and went back up. And when she was going down the stairs, she said, and I swear, like, she said she saw that, and you could totally tell that she was freaking the heck out. She saw that she saw a person, like, not exactly a whole body, like, she could see, like, from, like, midpoint of your chest down, you know, basically. She saw someone ran, not the living room, but, like, from that area of the living room to the kitchen. Well, you can see like that area, you know, when you're going down the stairs. So at first she thought it was me, because when I was younger, I used to like hide. Before we had this like big refrigerator, and there was a space in between the countertops and the refrigerator, and I fit in between there, and I would hide there and scare my mom. Well, she thought it was me at first, so she went down, she looked, and there was no one, like no one, and it couldn't have been me because there's no way that I could have ran over there and then disappeared, you know. But she said she clearly saw a pair of legs run, and like fast run, but it didn't seem like adults, it seemed like a kid, so that's why she thought it was me. I remember my mom coming up to my room, opening the door, and I was dancing in my room. I was singing and dancing in my room, and I turned and I see her, and she's like white, you know, like she's pale, like what the hell. And then I hear she goes into my brother's room, and then she goes into her room. My dad sees her and is like, what happened? And my mom tells him, and he's like, what? So that's them too. I personally haven't, well, except for the fact that stuff falls in my room sometimes. But I mean, I always try to not overthink it, and I try to think, I placed it wrong, even though it's been in that same position for like months and it never fell. But I always try to think it's nothing out of the ordinary. But I have freaked myself out sometimes. You know how you get that like feeling you see something from the corner of your eye? You know, like a shadow or something? Always happens to me. I hate washing the dishes at night, though I always usually leave it. Well, I leave that, you know. Try to wash the dishes at night just because, you know, it's the end of the day. No one's gonna put any more dishes down there. That's it. So I can just wash them all at once. But I usually do it at night when there's probably someone still downstairs. I hate doing it all alone, because I get that presence, like that feeling someone is behind me, you know? And I hate that. So I either wash the dishes from the side so I can see directly the side, or behind me in a way, or I sit on the countertop beside the sink and wash them like that, because I get just too freaked out. Well, several times what happens is I'm washing the dishes and all, and I kind of look on the side, and I see a shadow move, like something, but not like on the wall. I see like something beside me, and it moved. And that happened to me like a couple nights ago, and I freaked the heck out, because I sometimes notice when it's my shower, you know, I freak out a bit, and then I try to make the same movement I was doing to see like, oh, it was just that. But always is the shadow on the wall, you know, like directly for where my arm was, but that was beside me. And I freaked out, and I was like, oh fuck. And I turned, and obviously nothing was there, and I turned. So I went all the way to the living room to turn on all the lights, because they were all off. So I turned them on. I turned the ones in the, what is it? Well, all downstairs. I turned on all the lights. Even my mom hates when I do that, because, you know, I'm, you know, using electricity that I don't need to be using, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, and it freaked me out, and that always happens to me. Or I'm alone in the kitchen, and I'm making myself something to eat, you know, like at night. I get hungry, and I get that feeling like chills on my back, you know? Like, I'm not even thinking that I'm scared. I just go like, oh yeah, I'm making myself this, and then I'm like, oh, and I turn, I'm like, oh god, okay, I had that weird feeling. And sometimes I do think it's my brother, because he does have that tendency to scare me. But I hate that, because sometimes I feel it's him, and then it's not, and I get more freaked out. Or like in the living room downstairs, there is this big mirror, like big mirror, like the one you can see kind of here on the side, but like big, you know? And from there you can see directly the bathroom that's downstairs. And I hate having that door open, because one time I got so freaking scared, because I was looking at something in the refrigerator, and from the little side and the opening of the refrigerator, you know, when you open it, you know, there's a little gap, you know. I looked there, and I saw the door kind of the bathroom go closing, and I was like, okay, so I went there, closed the door all like until it closed, and I was like, I'm just gonna get what I was gonna get and go up. And sometimes I do get that like odd feeling like someone is walking behind me when I'm going up the stairs. And it's only sometimes. I mean, it's not just that I overthink it or anything, because I've had that like feeling, and then other times I'm walking like it's nothing, you know, like I don't feel anything. But there's other times where I do feel that like, ugh. So I walk the stairs backwards, you know, like walking backwards up the stairs until I get into the turn when I'm gonna go up. And then I just run out, go to my room. The light of the stairs is on. I turn on my light of my room, leave the door open, turn off the light from the stairs, and then run into my room. But I always get into my room with my back facing my door. You know, me seeing the hallway and everything. Because I hate that sensation. It's so freaky. I have mentioned, I think in a previous video, that I am afraid of the dark. I am really, really afraid of the dark. Honestly, I don't know why. It's like, I have this weird ass feeling, you know, like, I get a panic attack if I'm alone in the dark. Like, if there's a light goes off, you know, electricity went off, and I'm in my room alone, I immediately have to get my phone, or else my heart starts to race, and I start to, like, hyperventilate a bit, and I need to put the light up, then the flashlight, and just search my room with the flashlight, every corner, everything. And then I stand up, I open my door, and I go into my parents' room. Yeah, I'm gonna be 19, and I'm still freaking afraid of the dark. I cannot sleep with the lights off unless there's someone else in the room with me. Like, my mom is with me, or my brother, or my cousin. You know, someone else has to be sleeping with me for me to go to sleep with everything off. But if I'm completely alone in my room, I always leave the TV on, and I put a timer on the TV so it turns off when I'm already deep asleep. But if I wake up in the middle of the night, well, not middle, I usually end up waking up like 2 in the morning, 2:30, probably 2:30, 3 in the morning, probably end up waking up, or a little bit past 3, but you know, from 2 to 3:30 probably end up waking up, and I'm not going to turn on the TV. I just grab my phone, leave it on, and it stays on for like 30 minutes to an hour. So I leave that on till it turns off on its own, and I fall back asleep. But before, there was a time where I couldn't go to sleep as easily. I would close my eyes, and immediately as I closed my eyes, I had this feeling like, open them now, like, you need to open them. And I opened them, scanned my room, closed them again, and it was like that every like 5 seconds, you know? I couldn't have my eyes closed for that long. I don't know how I ended up going to sleep sometimes, but that always happened. As time passed, yeah, I've been able to go to sleep easily, and I've noticed that I go to sleep more easily, I guess, when I pray. Because I pray every night. I pray to my grandpa every night. And I've noticed that since I've been doing that, I've been able to go to sleep more peacefully than before. Because before I wasn't able to go to sleep that easily. Before, you know, I just told you, you know, every 5 seconds I would be like, open your eyes, open your eyes, open your eyes. Like something is staring at you, almost kind of thing, you know? And I'll open and obviously nothing. Even though the TV was on, I still had that feeling. I mean, I'm probably just talking. You guys are probably annoyed and not even going to finish this video. But if you have been patient enough and got all the way up to here, thank you. Because that means a lot. I mean, many other stuff have happened in this house. Not very big, you know. But many stuff have. You know, but I guess that happens in almost every house, I'm guessing, you know, you get that, like, weird sensation that someone's looking at you, like someone's behind you, stuff like that. I personally have not seen anything, but, you know, my mom has. And I hope I never actually see anything, because I will crap my pants. Without a doubt. But yeah, like the only thing that I've experienced myself are that sensation that someone's watching me. Or have you guys ever had that feeling? Because it happens a lot to me. It used to happen even more, but it happens a lot that the room is like completely quiet, you know? Like I've been in my room where it's completely quiet, and I hate being in a room where it's completely quiet. But I've been in my room when it's completely quiet, and out of nowhere I get a feeling like someone came into my room. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because when someone comes into the room, you notice, like, you have a feeling, right? That someone came into the room. And I have that feeling sometimes, and I'm like, I look up, like, did my mom open the door or something? What? And I'm like, it felt weird. Or sometimes, you know, that, like, buzzing feeling that you get sometimes, you know, like, I don't know how to say it. Like, not static, like some little noise you sometimes get. I don't know if I can explain myself, but sometimes when it's like complete silence, you start getting like a buzzing noise or something. And I hate that because it's sometimes where I'm like completely quiet, and I get that feeling sometimes when I feel like someone came into the room. And I hate it because one time I read that when you hear that buzzing feeling is because you're sometimes like the veil, I guess, between the dead and alive, you start to like, that means you're close of hearing conversation from the dead, which obviously is not true, or I'm hoping not, but obviously it kind of made me like freak out a little bit more because I think about that, and it's like, no. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that have happened. Many other stuff, but at the moment I can't think of anything else. I think the only one who hasn't experienced any... No, never mind. I was gonna say my brother was the only one, but no. A month ago, he did experience something. Nothing big, you know. He was downstairs. There is no windows open, you know. There's no windows ever open downstairs. And there's a window in the kitchen that's never open and all, you know. And it was night. He went downstairs like at 2 in the morning probably. My brother always goes downstairs like in the middle of the night, through 2 or 3 in the morning, to get stuff to eat. I don't know. And he went downstairs, he said, and he got freaked out because he was going upstairs, and we had like plastic cups like on the countertop, and he heard that one of the plastic cups fell. But the thing is that he said he didn't even grab the plastic cups. He didn't even mess with the plastic cups. And they weren't like on the edge of the countertop. They were like well placed, like over here on the countertop. Not like here, like over here. And somehow he said that it heard like someone like threw it, and the noise of the plastic cup hit the floor. And he said that he kind of like stopped, went back and saw a plastic cup on the floor, and he was like, okay. He turned off the light and he went upstairs to his room. And that is obviously freaky as heck. I mean, no one's experienced that. But yeah, I think that's the only thing he's actually experienced that I know of. Besides that, I don't think so, or he hasn't told us. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Hope you guys really enjoyed this, and if you guys want to give me any more recommendations for future videos, let me know down below because I need more ideas, please. But yeah, you guys should share my channel, you know, tell all your friends about my channel if you guys think it would be interesting. But anyways, I won't take your time anymore. Again, I know I just said this, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video, which will be tomorrow, but I don't know of what. Anyhow, bye!